March Madness Ranking Friday's 16 first-round matchups of NCAA Tournament. Here is how we'll rank Friday's games. 1. Number 6 Buffalo, 2. Number 5 Wisconsin, 3. Number 5 Mississippi, 4. Number 4 Kansas, 5. Number 1 Duke, 6. Number 1 Virginia. March Madness NCAA Tournament. 7. No 6A Iowa, 8 No. 8 Utah State vs. Number 9 Washington, 9. Number 2 Tennessee, 10. Number 3 Houston, 11. Number 3 Texas, 12. Number 8 OLE, 13. Number 7 Cincinnati, 14. Number 8 BC, 15. Number 4 Virginia, 16. Number 1 North. Follow USA Today Sports Scott Gleason on Twitter. This article originally appeared on USA Today. Related slideshow Best of the NCAA Tournament provided by Aman.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.